Acceptance. Exterior, Sydney Harbor, Opera House, day. Establishing shot. Sydney Harbor and the Opera House, taken from Luna Park. This is the POV of exterior. Wilson's Point, Sydney, day. Michael, early 30s, distraught, trying not to lose it, leans against the rail at Wilson Point, his bike beside him. His gaze fixed on the Opera House, he leans a bit further against the rail and shouts his frustration at the city. Around him, passerbyers turn, stunned and startled by the outburst. Then Michael jumps on his bike and bolts away as if death was on his tail. Exterior, Harbor Bridge, bike lane, day. Michael is riding fast across the bridge, a man on a mission. Cut to, exterior, Harbor Bridge, GoPro footage, day. Michael's POV, riding fast across the bridge, glimpses of the Opera House on the left, the waivers and the rocks on the right. Fade to, exterior, Vaucluse, day. Michael now rides up Heartbreak Hill in Vaucluse, Sydney Harbor on his left, with the Opera House and the Harbor Bridge in the distance. Michael sweats profusely as he rides uphill with mad determination. He groans and pants in frustration and effort, his teeth clenched in anger and frustration. Exterior, Nielsen Park, rock jump, day. Michael arrives along the Nielsen Park Trail at high speed on his bike, zooming past a couple of startled backpackers.
No mayo, Sydneysider.
K-Con.
Michael zooms by and then he jumps off his bike and runs through the bush to the platform at the top of the rocks overlooking the harbor, from which he jumps off the cliff, disappearing in the harbor, his body. Exterior, LAX tarmac, day. Morphing into a plane landing at LAX and the deafening sound of wheels hitting the ground and heavy brakes. Exterior, LAX, day. Michael, with only a small luggage, exits LAX terminal. He looks around, lost and overwhelmed. He spots an Avis courtesy bus and decides to take it. Exterior, Avis rental office, LAX, day. Michael exits the Avis compound, driving a sedan coupe. As he's about to turn, he stops to punch in directions on his navigation system. Following the first instruction, he puts his indicator to the right and hits the road. Interior, movie theater, night. Insert from Rebel Without a Cause. James Dean, Natalie Wood, and Sal Mineo are on the car park of Griffin's Observatory. Reveal that we are in the theater showing the film. Alone in one of the rows, Michael eats popcorn and mouths the dialogue he knows by heart. A shadow appears next to him. He turns his head and smiles leveling with a nod as the unidentified person sits beside him. Exterior, Griffiths Observatory, car park, day. The Griffiths Observatory in Los Feliz is known as in Rebel Without a Cause. Michael approaches, modern-day James Dean, facing the observatory. Fade to, exterior, Griffiths Observatory, day. Michael reaches the brass bust of James Dean overlooking the Hollywood Hills and contemplates the sunset over the Hollywood sign in the distance. He takes his phone and dials a number, then waits for the moment, his face sad and grave as he redirected to the voicemail.
Hi, I'm at the Griffiths Observatory, and of course I think of you, of us. Wish you'd call me back. Really.
A few steps away, a young woman, Eve, 30, turns to him. Spotting something that fills her with angst, she takes out her phone and takes a picture. The fake aperture iPhone sound catches Michael's attention and he turns. Did this girl really take a picture of him? He hangs up quickly.
What are you doing?
Eve, caught, tries to stay composed and smiles, embarrassed.
Sorry, you just looked like Rebel Without a Cause.
What?
You know, him, you. You just look the same.
You really shouldn't take pictures of people without asking.
She smiles apologetically and manipulates her phone.
Okay, sorry. Deleted.
Michael nods and turns back to his contemplation of the sunset. Eve looks at Michael and beyond him towards the car park. Stealthily, she types on her phone. Super. Phone message with Michael's photo and a man in the background barely noticeable. Call back, the dogs. Message sent. She looks back to Michael and after a beat...
So? Are you?
Michael turns, confused.
Sorry? What?
A Rebel Without a Cause. Like in the film? I guess that's why you're here.
Michael looks at her, puzzled, and then Eve reads him.
Ah. broken heart.
Michael's heart skips a beat and it shows. Now annoyed by her intrusion, Michael moves away with a glance to the car park. Eve follows.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what got into me.
Look, that's okay. Have a good day.
Where's your accent from?
Australia?
Wow, cool.
Not really?
Yes, really? I wish I could fly there now. Eve,
Michael looks at Eve's hand, still hesitating.
look, I'm really sorry. Could we start this like I'm not a complete lunatic?
Her smile is infectious, and Michael could do with some human contact. He shakes her hand.
Michael. And I'm sorry too. I overreacted. Jet lagged.
Eve smiles, but suddenly something catches her attention again on the car park, and the veil of stress and fear returns to her face. Michael frowns.
Are you okay?
Eve brings back a smile.
You want to see something special?
Michael looks puzzled. Eve nods mischievously.
No, this one is really cool. Not a tourist trap, I promise. Best view in town. Come on, it'll be fun.
She grabs his hand to lead him away. Michael is not convinced, and after a beat, he tries to get his hand back.
Look, I don't think that
Exactly. Don't think. Just do.
Michael tries to resist for another beat.
Whatever she did to you, you're here now. Why not seize the moment? Come on!
Her resolve and boldness gets Michael to cave in. With a last look to the setting sun, he follows her. As they walk away, Eve glances behind them. What is she escaping?